I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. Okay, we are continuing with Ezekiel, and we are now in chapter 36. This chapter is a little bit long, so I'm going to split it into two videos. This first video will be verses 1 through 20. And I remember this is in the 12th year of the captivity. So Lehi and his family have been in the promised land only a few years. Jeremiah has been carried down to Egypt. Jeremiah might be dead by this point, we don't know. And Daniel is still a minister in the Babylonian government. Chapter 36. In the last days all the house of Israel shall be gathered to their own lands. The Lord will give them a new heart and a new spirit. They shall have his gospel law. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, Ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God, because the enemy hath said against you, Aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. Therefore prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord God, because they have made you desolate, and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen. And ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are in And ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are in infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord God. Thus saith the Lord God to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and a derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I have spoken in my jealousy, and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, I have lifted up mine hand. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. Now this is an odd one. This is prophesying to the land itself. This isn't prophesying to Israel as a people, but to the land. The land is being defiled by the heathens. They are taking it for their possession, and they are destroying it. They're taking it by violence, and they're not giving the proper respect to God. And God saying, now I'm going to rain my fury down on them because of what they are doing to the land. Now again, the phrase, and against all Idumea, I think this is once again talking about all the wicked, all the world, just like it was in chapter 35. But it is also a name for Edom. Verse 8, But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people of Israel. For they are at hand to come. For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown, and I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it. And the cities shall be inhabited, and the wastes shall be builded. And I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginning, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Yea, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men. Thus saith the Lord God, because they say unto you, Thou land devourest up men, and hast bereaved thy nations, therefore thou shalt devour men no more. Neither bereave thy nations any more, saith the Lord God. Neither will I cause men to hear in thee the shame of the heathen any more. Neither shalt thou bear the reproach of the people any more. Neither shalt thou cause thy nations to fall any more, saith the Lord God. Again, we're talking about the land itself, not the people. Saying the land, when the heathens came and took it by force, they defiled the land, God destroyed the heathens. He drove them out. And eventually, it was completely desolate. After the Crusade, we got the Muslim invasion. They took over the Holy Land. The Crusaders came down from Europe, and we had this big, near constant war for several hundred years. But when the Crusades ended, you had 300 or 400 years where nobody was there. It was left desolate. And that's what people were saying. Thou land devourest up men. and bereaved thy nation. So people are saying the land is cursed, that God has cursed the land so that nobody can live there, nobody can establish the land there. But in the last days, God is going to restore the land and make it productive again. He's going to bring men, he's going to bring Israel back to the land and make it productive once more. Because the earth wants to be productive. The earth does not like being laid waste. And this is a promise to the earth. Remember back in the book of Moses, way back in the time of Enoch, Enoch saw the earth weeping over her children, who are men, the earth was grieved for the wickedness of man at the time. And it's the same thing now. The earth wants to be productive itself. It wants good, righteous people to live on it. And so this is, once again, God is promising the earth, the land itself, that once more there will be a righteous people to tend and make the earth productive. Verse 16. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. According to their way and according to their doings I judged them. And when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, These are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of his land. The Jews, or Israel, had already defiled and profaned the land with their various wickedness. And even when they were scattered among the people, they did not uphold the name of the Lord. Now this actually is bringing us into another part of this prophecy. I think the verses 1 through 16, or 1 through 15, was a prophecy to the earth. Now we're going to get a prophecy to Israel itself. And this is what it's setting up. Look, you've been cursed, you've been driven out, your wickedness caused me to drive you out. But let's see what's coming next. We're going to end that here, though, and we will read the rest of this prophecy in the next video. So I'll see you there.